There are a lot of AI tools out of there, but most of them will not change the way you do science. Most scientists don't need 30 AI tools. They need only a few that actually fit the scientific workflow. In this video, I will show you 5, the ones that actually fit how scientists work. Hello, I'm Dr. Nilson Oliveira. I have been working scientific research in laboratories environments for more than 25 years, including experience in Brazil, in Europe, and in the United Arab Emirates. And throughout my career, I have seen how laboratories really work, not just in theory, but in practice. Before we start, a quick clarification. This is not a random top 5 list. This is a practical workflow for scientists. And the goal of this video is not to show the tools in details. I will do it in the future videos step by step. And another clarification. I would like to say that I'm not sponsored by any company that owns AI. So I'm free to say the ones that I really think that is useful for us as a scientists. There is no right or wrong tool. There is a right tool for a specific task. Let me make a comparison with the real world. For example, we want to paint a wall, then to put a nail to hang a picture. So it should be really good, or it will be productive if you want to paint the wall using a hammer and then to fix or to put the nail using a brush. No, it will be really not working. So what we can do, we have to paint the wall using the brush and then put the nail with a hammer. But this is exactly the way scientists are using AI, sometimes using the wrong tool for a specific task. And in this video, I wanted to show you how to choose the correct one for the task you need. So let's start. Tool number 1, AI assistance for thinking and scientific writing. For me, that means ChatGPT or Claude. This is not about asking simple questions and getting simple answers. The goal is to have a thinking partner, the one that can help us to clarify ideas, to draft tests, or refine a scientific explanation. So let me show you a demonstration. This is a prompt I could use for my personal research, but you can adapt it for your needs. The important idea is to keep the key elements of a good prompt. The first element is the role of AI. In this case, act as an expert in electrochemistry and material science. Then, you need to provide the context. I'm writing the introduction of a paper for the electrocatalytic nitrate reduction to ammonia. Then, you need to say what you want from AI. In this case, help me identify the 3 strongest arguments. 2. Point out the weak assumptions I might be making. And then suggest that what a strong introduction structure should look like. And to finish, be direct and critical, the way AI wants to respond to you. So let's see. As we can see here, the 3 strongest arguments for scientific relevance, second one, and third one. Then weak assumptions. There are many weak assumptions they are here highlight for me. The structure of a strong introduction, many suggestions. And then a final recommendation. Look what happens. Now AI does not give us a simple answer. It is a thinking partner. It is challenging you, challenging me. So help us to think better and write better in the way we need for our scientific work. Now let's go to the tool number 2 for literature research and evidence extraction. That means for me, Elicit. Elicit is a tool that we can use when we want search in the literature in a more intelligent way. With it, you can write a question, a real question, not only keywords. Then Elicit search across millions of research papers and then give us a structured answer with sources. That is really important. We can check all the references that the Elicit provides to us. Now let me show you a demonstration. So here is a prompt that I could use for my personal research and you can adapt for your needs. What is the most effective electrocatalyst for nitrate reduction to ammonia under ambient conditions? Now the AI is thinking. So here is the answers. And as you can see, we have the references. And if you click here, we have structured answers. The important is, Elicit does not replace our reading. We must read all that reference. The important idea is that we can read the papers that really matters, with a brief summary about what each one of the source is talking about. Now let's go to the tool number 3 for fast research updates and source triangulation. That means Perplexity AI. You ask a question and Perplexity AI search in the literature and give us a structured answers with citation. It is working perfectly with Elicit, where Elicit go deep in the literature while Perplexity go wide and current. So here is the example. What are the latest advances in green ammonia synthesis published in 2024, 25, and 26? Okay, here are the answers with the highlights for 24, 25, and 26. As you can see, we have the trend, what was improved, and why it's matter. So, really important information for us with citations. We can check all the citations, all the sources that the Perplexity AI found. And you can still interact with the AI with different questions if necessary. Now the tool number 4. This is AI for knowledge organization. So here is the scenario. We have now with the tool number 1, the thinking partner. Tool number 2 and 3, the source and the literature review. And now we have 10 papers, for example, collected from that research in the literature. And we need to organize the knowledge or synthesize what we found. So we can use for that NotebookLM from Google. So let me show you a demonstration. We start creating a new notebook and then can upload the files. In here you can upload the papers, you can upload your notes or even websites. I'm choosing 3 examples. We have to wait a minute just to finish uploading. Okay, so we have now our uploads. And what is important here, that is really important for NotebookLM, there is no the risk of a hallucination of AI, because all questions you make here, a notebook only you answer based on the sources you have provided. So when it gives us the answer, it gives the page number, the reference from where that information comes from. It is really important for us as a scientists. So now let's see a question, for example. Summarize the methodology in these papers and compare the experimental approach. So here's the answer, summarizing the methodologies. 1, number 2, and 3. And a comparison of experimental approaches as I asked. As you can see, we have here the citations from where each of this information came from. Now tool number 5, AI for lab productivity and workflow. This is important because as a scientist, we don't have only one role, because we can manage the laboratory, we can teach and write a paper, do the research and supervise the students. And now for that we need the organization. And for that, Notion AI can help us. So let me show you how it works. With Notion, you can manage your schedule, you can create different tasks for you or even for your students. Let me show you a demonstration. Create a weekly research schedule for a PhD student working on electrocatalysis, including daily lab blocks, writing time, literature review, meetings, optimized for deep work in the mornings. So here is the answer. If core roles, daily structures, weekly layout, okay, so here is the final answer. And if we need, we can still interact with Notion and ask for details or to change anything. So let me show you how these 5 AIs can work together. You can start with the tool number 1 for helping to thinking and writing. Then go to the tool number 2 and 3 to search in the literature in the more intelligent way. Then with the tool number 4, you can synthesize to organize knowledge. And with the tool number 5, you can organize your activity in the laboratory and for the research. This is the main idea. You don't use dozens of AI tools. You can start with these tools I suggest today and then start implementing this workflow. And if you have any questions or have any problems, or if you want details about any of this, drop in the comments and your comment might become the next video. Thank you for watching and welcome to the Future Lab.